Okay, hi. So in this video, I'm just going to address one of the most commonly faced issues in India, which is tripping of an RCCB. So in this video, I'm just going to give you an overview of what an RCCB is, what's the difference between an RCCB and an actual MCB, and what can you do about intermittent tripping of an RCCB. Okay, so what is an RCCB? So RCCB is actually a safety device which can protect you from electric shocks. Okay, it's very simple. So if you can see in this picture, the device with a test button, a small black button, that's the RCCB, and the next image without the button is the MCB. So the difference between these two is RCCB will protect you from electric shocks, wherein an MCB will protect your home from short circuits. Okay, so if you have an electric shock, the MCB will not actually trip. It will continue pushing the current to that particular line, but an RCCB will detect it and it will just immediately trip, saving you from that particular electric shock. Okay, that's the difference between RCCB and an MCB. So every home should be equipped with this device. Even though your home is a very old constructed home, or it's very newly constructed, make sure you have this RCCB in your home, so that even if you get an electric shock, you'll be protected. Okay, so that's the reason for having an RCCB. So the common issue faced when using an RCCB is it'll trip even when there is a small leakage of current somewhere in your home. Okay, so how an RCCB actually works is it will be just measuring how much current goes in and how much current comes back. Okay, if it senses an imbalance between the current going in and current coming out, it will immediately trip. Okay, so let's say for example you switch on a kettle or switch on a heater or switch on an air conditioner, and immediately if your RCCB trips, so it's very easy to find out that the device that you switched on is the culprit for the RCCB tripping. But in some cases what will happen is the RCCB will trip by itself. Okay, without any cause, without the middle of the night or something, it will trip by itself. It's called as intermittent tripping or rogue tripping. So if you have that kind of rogue tripping at middle of night, and if you can see that RCCB is tripped off, what you'll have to do is you just directly go to your inverter connection. Okay, and see how your inverter is connected. So in this picture you can see that black cable, that's the input for your inverter, and there is one red color cable that's coming out of the inverter and directly connecting into your mains. This is called as shared neutral configuration. And if you have this configuration, what you'll have to do is you'll have to just go to your inverter panel, go to the back side, and you'll have to look for a setting called as UPS mode or eco mode or online mode. It is different for different inverters. For this particular luminous model, it's mentioned as eco mode and UPS mode. So what is eco mode? So eco mode, the UPS will provide inverter backup only when there is only when the main line is switched off. Okay, when there is actual power cut, only then the inverter will start supplying power to your appliances. But in UPS mode, what will do is, even though your main supply is switched on, the inverter will charge the battery and provide power to the appliance from the inverter line. Okay, so it will be pushing the power even though the main utility line is switched on. Okay, so if your inverter is in this UPS mode and you have a shared neutral configuration, your RCCB will trip now and then intermittently. Okay, so what all you have to do is just flip the switch from UPS mode to eco mode, and your solution, and this is the solution for your problem. But what I'll say is, this is not the right way to do it. The right way to do is not to use a shared neutral configuration whenever you are connecting an inverter. Okay, so I'll make a separate video on what a shared neutral configuration is and why you should avoid it at any case, and how a proper inverter should be connected in every home. So that's for another video, because that itself is a very huge topic, and I don't think I'll be having time to cover that in this particular video. So in short, if you have a RCCB which is tripping now and then, and if you have an inverter, go to the inverter, check if it is a shared neutral configuration, check if there is only one wire coming out of the inverter to your mains, to your appliances. If that is the case, turn your inverter back, check what mode that particular inverter is in. It will be either in eco mode or in UPS mode. So in particular, in different brands, this will be mentioned differently. UPS mode will be mentioned as online mode in particular inverters like Amaron, I think. But you'll have to refer your manual and check what mode your inverter is actually in, and you'll have to just flip it to the eco mode, the other mode. I too had the same exact problem in my home, and I was able to fix it by just flipping the switch from the UPS mode to eco mode. And I thought of sharing it with you so that you'll also be benefited out of it. If you like the video, please like, share if you want, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.